Denver Broncos quarterback Tim Tebow made his mark in college football as a University of Florida Gator with his strong arm and gritty play. He also turned heads by his unwavering and bold Christian faith. The son of Christian missionaries, he's become one of the most influential athletes in college and professional sports. Tim's journey began with a life-threatening decision his mom made before he was born.
Your mother's pregnant with you.
Yes.
There are some complications. Can you tell me a little bit about those complications?
I have a very courageous mother who, in front of a lot of doctors telling her that she needs to have an abortion with me, for saying that it's not wise to keep this baby/tumor, is what they thought I was. And come to find out after I was born that they found out that it was just a tiny bit of the placenta was attached for the whole pregnancy. So it really was just the grace of God that pulled me through.
But your mom, she had a choice to make.
But at the end of the day, it wasn't a choice for her. It wasn't a choice. She was never going to choose to not give me a chance. She was always determined, no matter what the outcome was, that she was going to give me a chance, because it was already predetermined in her mind, the grace and the amazingness of God and how He can do anything, and she was going to trust Him with it.
He was born Timothy Richard Tebow, and when he was 3, his parents moved the family to Duval County in Florida. And while his dad continued in ministry, his mom homeschooled Tim and his 4 siblings. And he says growing up in a full house was fun, but also challenging.
Talk about the homeschooling experience and what it meant to you and your family.
Well, homeschooling was wonderful for us, and Mom was amazing, keeping all the kids, especially when you had 5 kids in the house at one time. She did just an amazing job with that and keeping everybody focused and doing their schoolwork. And sometimes there were things that were more important than learning math or writing another essay, and that was learning character, learning strength, learning honor, learning to do the right thing, learning to treat others the way you want to be treated, and implementing those character qualities first and foremost before school even started. And that was something that was huge for us. It was huge to read the Proverbs of the day every morning. It was huge to read Psalm of the day every morning and get that in us to get our day going before anything else started.
Tim accepted Christ when he was 7 years old.
You know, I had been going to church and talking to my mom and dad, and I wanted to trust Christ with my life. I was thinking, you know, if I get in a car the next day and we get in a crash and I die, I don't think I'm going to go to heaven. And I was scared, and so the next morning I woke up and I grabbed my mom, because my dad would ask me too many questions and everything. So I grabbed my mom and I went to the couch and I said, Mom, I want to ask Jesus to come into my heart. And I got on my knee and I asked Jesus to come into my heart and forgive me of my sins and make me a child of God. And from that instant, I know that I went from darkness to light, and my eternity was sealed. And I knew that instantly, even as a little boy, and that changed my life. And it was the best decision that I've ever made.
Tim may seem as though he has absolutely no weakness in his armor. Think again.
You know, I have so many things to work on and so many ways that I fail. But that's what grace is all about. And I constantly wake up every morning trying to get better, trying to improve, trying to walk closer to God.
What you're saying is, Tim Tebow is not perfect. There may be a time when you mess up.
Absolutely. We all mess up.
What do you do in that moment?
Well, number one, you ask for forgiveness, and you look at where you messed up and why you messed up. For what reason did I mess up? And then you try to improve on it. And also, you know, so much of how we act and what we do is based on humility or pride. That's everything. And when you can humble yourself, you know, we are more like Christ when we can humble ourselves, just like He humbled Himself to taking on the form of a bondservant and being made in likeness of men. You know, we have to humble ourselves, and the way you do that is by serving other people. I hope that they say, this is a guy who, number one, loves the Lord, but he also loves people, and he wants to make a difference in people's life. And he wants to help everyone he comes in contact with. And he is genuine, he is real, and he cares about people. And it's not all about scoring touchdowns or being famous or anything like that, but it's about relationships, it's about making a difference in people's lives, and at the end of the day, it's about glorifying God.